There.
Person record. Taking the mask off.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's do it. You can call bullshit on me. Hello, my name is Brinden Harvey. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised, and I'm graduating this year. Year 21, I'm 22, and yeah, I feel like I've accomplished a lot up to this point, so I want to document it. So let's do it. I come from Cleveland, which was quite an experience making it all the way to Baltimore, because this school is very different from how I grew up. So I wanted to take that chance, I wanted to take that risk and just like go somewhere that I didn't see myself and find a way to see people like me there. So yeah, let's talk about it.
What did you do about it?
What did I do about it? Well, I walked in courageously trying to normalize a low-income black man in a pretty nice new environment. I wanted to normalize like people like me exist. We have talent as well. We are performers just like everyone else. And just because we come from a different background doesn't mean we can't accomplish our goals. So I pushed to try to reach my goals, which was to do equity shows, to perform in new places, new people, to push boundaries, and to show people that black is beautiful.
And doesn't that put you in a dangerous place?
Like inside the school, not necessarily, but inside my life, yes. Because I was dealing with the duality of like, oh, you're not who you used to be. Oh, you forgot your roots. But in actuality, it takes a lot of sacrifice to reach this point. And so I had to learn to like mess up and be wrong and get dirty. Because if you don't, who will? Like, not everyone comes from a place where they're not afraid to be in the mud. And I'm so used to the mud, I've embraced the filth, Like, I reached a point where I've been in those dangerous positions, but they built character and they taught me to be strong. So I do say, yes, I've been in dangerous positions, but I've overcame them, and that's how I reached new goals.
So would you say the mud is technically like a metaphor for dealing with sadness?
I would say oppression, like dealing with overcoming. When you grow up in a predominantly black environment, your culture is celebrated. It's normal to talk how you talk, walk how you walk. But when you go somewhere else where, people don't understand you and they judge you, it can lead to sadness. I think I definitely had a lot of low points in my life where I was dealing with oppression from just growing up in that environment and then trying to fit in an environment where I don't actually fit in, but I still deserve to take up space. And so it was kind of like a self journey of learning that you belong because you said so, and you got this, and it's a mindset. So I had to learn to get through the mud, which was a mindset.
And in that environment that you talk about, were there any role models in your life? Like, what led you to this?
Role models. I would say art is my role model. I do feel like there's a lot of artists who came before me who inspired me. I always say Jimmy Woody and Bob Ellis were like the two people who sparked my passion for improv and my passion for film. I met them when I was around 16, 17, and they just saw something in me and was like, you got to keep going, dude. And so that was the goal. I got here and they took us under their wing and was like, let's see how far you can go. So I would say my biggest role model was art. Watching Denzel Washington just has an effect on you, and seeing all these performers like Viola Davis, and it really took me to a place where I was like, I want to be like that. Like I want to see myself on screen so that someone who is as young as I was can be impressioned by what I've done in the same way Denzel did for me.
Why do you want to be a narc?
I want to serve my community by ridding it of dangerous drugs.
Right. But why you want to be a narc?
I want to make detective.
There you go. You can do it. Stick with me. You can do it. Unlearn that bullshit they teach you at the academy, though. Don't bring none of that shit in here. Shit'll get you killed out here.
I will do anything you want me to do.
My nigga.
I think that's what the thing that's inspired me the most is seeing someone command their words and be able to use literary devices to capture an audience. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, we all can talk in a poetic way. So it's so beautiful to watch someone capture their truth in a character and then still find a poetic beauty to it. It's just like, it's chef's kiss. So that really got me.
God damn it, go on for
We ain't talking about baseball. We're talking about you going off and laying up with another woman and bringing her home to me. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about no baseball.
You're not listening to me. I'm trying to explain it to you the best way I know how. It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you.
Is that an acting technique you try to use on stage, or?
I try to be as honest as possible. I think the best art is honest. So if you don't believe yourself, then no one else will. So I'm a big fan of, like, please, you believe what you have to say, because that's the first step. So yeah, it did inspire me that way.
So with all that in mind, I guess my big question is, how exactly is art your role model?
Art is my role model because, well, I grew up in Cleveland. I mean, I did not have many outlets. So if I wasn't outside in the street, it was like, let me go make something. Let me go write a song. Let me go make a performance number in the basement, you know? And that is something that we don't really talk about. We don't have a lot of people who even bring it up, you know? But there are tons of people who perform in their room with the lights off, with the lights on, and they're trying to emulate, you know, feeling that transcendent feeling of being on stage. So that feeling is art, to overcome your circumstances wherever you are and to feel like you are center stage. You know, that is something that will take you on a feeling that you'll never forget. So I feel like that's where I was. I was someone trying to become art so that I did not ever let anyone else tell me my place. You couldn't tell me who I was because I know I was born for that moment. I was born for the applause. I was born to study my lines and apply myself. So how could I ever answer to anyone calling me less? You know, you don't reach that point unless you know you are art and you push yourself to become a better canvas. So yeah, that was inspiring, and it got me through a lot of those mud moments.
Oh, my sweet Lucille, how did you ever manage it? You don't know what any of this means. It means cancel all your parties. Forget your big parade. It means that the crowds will not be cheering. So despite what you've been hearing, you can lay down your spade. It means my mother can't stop crying. My rabbi's eulogy can wait. It means that Dorsey can stop beaming, and my cousin can stop dreaming of his portion of my estate. It means no, this isn't over. No, the date's not set. No, I won't wake up tomorrow drowning in in my sweat. It means I've got the greatest partner any man can get. It means I'll never ever ever underestimate that woman, 'cause this is not over yet. Tell my uncle not to worry, tell the reaper not to hurry, tell the hangman stop his drumming, 'cause I'm coming into town to win the day. Somehow I have it with my scheming, screw things up beyond redeeming, and we're finally on our way. And no, this isn't over. Hell, it's just begun. Hail the resurrection of the South's favorite son. It means I took a vow for better, and two is better than one. It means the journey ahead might get shorter. I might reach the end of my rope, suddenly loud as a mortar. There is hope, finally hope. And no, this isn't over. No, we aren't through. No, there's still a million things that you and I can do. And I would never have believed in the things I see in you. It means a man who isn't guilty doesn't have to walk the plank. It means the gallows still are vacant, and you got my wife to thank. It means you shouldn't underestimate Lucio and Leo Frank, 'cause this is not over yet.
Memory lane. Like, can you believe it? It is 2021 right now, but we've been through a lot since then. It's time to go back in the past. I mean, this isn't Back to the Future, but it's my version. And let's take it back to freshman year. Let's see how it went.
Get a fucking job.
Is you just sitting at home, watching TV, watching your life pass you by, talking about I'm gonna get a job tomorrow, or the next day, or next week, or next month, or the next time your check bounce. Nah, bruh, do it now. Pick up the phone and do it now. It's free, it's free, it's free. Pick up the phone and call now. What else is you doing? You probably just sitting home, being broke, probably stank, got your titties hanging out, barbecue sauce on your titty, not your right one, your left one specifically. The fucking left. So pick up the phone and call now.
Good evening, welcome to the Johnson Street Boys and Girls Club Spelling Bee. Who's first?
Your word is jungle.
Jungle.
Spell evacuation.
Can you please put that into a sentence for me?
The people of Florida recently underwent evacuation.
Evacuation? I know how to spell that, bro. My cousin did that last week. Alright, bro. EVACULATROE.
No.
Y'all, please don't judge me, y'all. That was freshman year. I was just trying to have fun. I promise you, there was a lot of life lessons learned after that. We learned what not to do. But moving forward, we have sophomore year where things started to make a little more sense. I started to actually collaborate with people who love to do what they do, and we just started having fun on set. So enjoy sophomore year. We got Ransackers, Diamonds Aren't Forever, and First Sight. It was my first time directing and being in front of the camera, and I can just say it taught me some valuable lessons. Enjoy.
Anything?
Some of this stuff could be useful.
Freddie. What do you think? Well?
Well, what? I don't get it.
I had an idea while watching one of those true crime TV shows. What if we staged this scene to look like a burglary?
Why would we do that? We're burglars. We're burgling the place. Is burgling a word? They'll be looking for somebody with an ulterior motive. Like someone who knew the family.
Exactly. Or someone who lives here. Looking for a deed or something. Something specific.
A deed?
Yeah, like a will or something.
Yeah, a deed. You're a genius, Cal.
Yeah, man. We got this. Yeah. We gonna take all that stuff, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man.
Take all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. You already know.
He's absolute genius. Oh
Yeah, I thought of this last night.
Robbery.
Oh. We need to be careful. We wanted to look staged, but not too staged.
How do we do that? Looks ransacked to me.
Job well done.
Yep, let's get out of here.
You've all been perfect up to this point. Everything I've asked, you've done. Everything I needed to fall through, fell through. It's funny though, in a matter of hours, all the trust, all the love I had for the four of you is gone. One of you broke the number one rule of the intelligent agency that you vowed to be part of. You broke the bond of trust. One of you broke the bond of trust. Which one do you want to step forward? No one? Not even you, Kim?
No, ma'am.
Interesting. Why? Come with me.
Where are we going?
We're just gonna talk. Just gonna have a nice conversation. Alright, so what happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Don't play with me, boy.
Seriously. We all know you're hiding the truth. That the diamond agency isn't what it used to be.
Who told you that?
We all knew. What did you expect, for us to just sit by silently and get hit? No Name's coming for you.
Never. I mean never. Say that name around me.
You think hitting me is gonna solve anything? You know, I'm starting to think they were right. Oh my goodness, you need to stop.
And then that was where the mission where Juan brought Popeyes to the hotel. How are we gonna scope the place when the place smells like Cajun sparkle seasoning?
Why do you insist on interrogating me when you're okay with all of us dying? Of course, Neo is fine. He's always been your favorite. But what about us, huh? What about me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine. Neither do I.
Alright, look. He lives in there. Let's knock on his door and talk to him. Hey, we need you. I'm about to get out of here before I get caught at the scene, but thank you. It's handled. It's a bright Saturday morning, and James decides to get Starbucks. That's me. After breaking up with my ex, I'm finally over it, I think. And I want to have an amazing Saturday. I've got my favorite drink, a vanilla bean frappuccino. Wait, no, this is a latte. And a pastry that I forgot to get from the barista. Now it's time to go feed the birds and say hello to the... Oh, they didn't say hello back. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna go feed the birds and see the town. Today's gonna be an amazing day. La 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 la, la la la. Oh, who is this person? As I turn this corner, I discover this perfect, beautiful woman across the parking lot, sent down from the heavens above. I must introduce myself. She could be the love of my life. Excuse me, but I have to introduce myself. I'm James.
I'm Aaron.
This must be fate. Where have you been? I feel like we were meant to meet each other. Like it was a sign from above.
I've been doing laundry, but I have to get dryer sheets.
Dryer sheets?
Yes.
I love dryer sheets. I can tell we're going to get along just fine.
Oh, what are you doing right now? Do you want to walk with me?
Sure. I was just...
Oh my lord. Are you okay?
Back to the grind. And Aaron had to leave before we could get those dryer sheets. Oh well,
James?
Back to work.
I have a problem.
What's wrong now?
I'm going to die alone.
Yeah, so that was sophomore year. Don't judge judge me. I think I had a lot of fun with that. I learned a lot, grew a lot. That was when things just started to make sense. I had so much fun during my sophomore year exploring those shows, but I think junior year is when it really started to take off. I got to finally produce my own TV show, and I got to be a host, I got to be a producer, and I learned how much I loved it. And I got to work with my friends again, and we got to make some really great magic. Now, the TV show is pre-pandemic, and the filming of the films that you're gonna see are all post-pandemic, all right? And my mask is right here if you was wondering, so we still staying safe on set, all right? But back then, we were just having fun, and now we're having fun in the safest way possible. So, enjoy.
Welcome back to our show.
We're your hosts. My name is Marissa.
And my name is Brinden.
And this is
We at the Table. Today for you, we have a very special episode because today we're talking about attitude.
But to start us off, we have two special and wonderful guests here to play you a song.
Sam and Brielle. And that lovely song is
Beautiful Girl by Sarah Bareilles.
Enjoy.
Into the room like that other girl does, the one who's always making everybody fall in love. You see, girl, you're a lot like me. She rearranges all the light in the room, so you're always in the shadows. That's what it feels like to you. Baby, I've been there too. And I know how much it can sometimes hurt. You feel like the whole world has made you the ugly girl. Take it from me that you have to see it first. So before you trade in your summer skins for those high-heeled shoes to make them want to be with you, let me remind you one more time that just maybe you're beautiful, but you just can't see. So why don't you trust me? They'll say it to you, beautiful girl. Hey, hey, ah, hey. Wanna lay the blame on somebody else, so those tiny little minds that leave you up on the shelf. Well, okay, I've seen it done that way. Just in case nobody ever comes through, riding in to come to your rescue, you still have a chance. You don't have to be asked to dance. And I know how much you've been dying to say. Look how much everybody loves me. Guess who gets left when everyone else fades away? So before you trade in your summer skins for those high-heeled shoes to make them want to be with you.
That she's such a wholesome and genuine person. It really speaks to us. And in Beautiful Girl, it's about being comfortable in your own skin. Everybody's beautiful. You don't have to get validation from anybody else. It's supposed to be within you.
They'll say it to you, beautiful girl. Hey.
Well, all right. Welcome back to the table, Sam and Brielle.
Yeah, your song was so wonderful.
Choose how we respond to things. And when we choose positivity over negativity, we're opening ourselves up to better possibilities. When we choose negativity, we're kind of cutting ourselves off, we're cutting others off, and we're letting whatever we're going through or the situation at large just kind of be stagnant. But when we choose positivity, we open ourselves up.
Hello? My name is Mark. I'm with the night shift. I'm here to help you with your nightly needs. So is this all you do? So what happened to all the other people? I mean, what, you driving away? I mean, you're not crazy or nothing, are you? What the fuck is going on here?
What do you mean?
This nigga throwing food.
Throwing food?
He threw food at me.
He threw what type of food?
Hands. Let me tell you something. This man ain't ate. I don't even know if he bathed. I don't even know if this nigga done washed his hands or went to bed. All he do is sit in front of the TV, a blank screen, mind you, and just stare off of the TV.
Well, look, all I did was throw a job at you, Mark. I don't know. We're backed up here. We got some crazy envelopes. I'm sorry.
Hey, the only thing crazy is this motherfucker outside. Hello? Is anyone out there?
Wow. Can you believe it, y'all? That was junior year. And now we're moving on into senior year. Can you believe it? I got to do shows my senior year like Bars. I got to do shows like White Man's Burden. But my favorite was right before the pandemic hit, I got to do Scottsboro Boys. And it was unbelievable. I'm currently now on to new things. And I look back at the past and all the great things that happened. And it just makes me smile. I'm so glad you've been here on my journey with me. It's not done. This is only the beginning, but thank you for being a part of it. I appreciate you. Now, let's go. Hope your pillow inflates after 8 hours of all that weight. Cause you shot the bullet. And you bought the gun. You told him stay even when he should run. Don't play victim now that the cards fell where they may. Cause Johnny still got shot, even if you don't take the blame. You see, money is all evil. It controls, it's deceitful. false sense of hope. Bet you feel like the Pope. You run this town, all up and all down. Cause a check tells people which way is right and what's left. Bet all these we fear equality people might have some regrets. And I So we mocking history now? We just laughing at lessons that's already been taught? Fueling a forest that had passed, of which our ancestors had trod? We bad, huh? We run this? And I hold no anguish in my heart. I don't function that way. I love. You made us that way.
How do you feel college? Has it changed your perspective on art anymore, or has it grown it? Has it, decreased your thoughts about it? What has college done on top of your vision of art?
College taught me that you are not the only talented person. If you thought you're the only talented person, you're wrong. There are so many people who are gifted at this and were born to create just like you. So learn how to collaborate. It'll make your life easier. No one can do anything by themselves. No matter how much you had to struggle and DIY, you reach a point as an artist where the next step involves a village. And so college is that village. No matter what, this place has many opportunities for you to try something new, make new mistakes, push new skill sets, and that is where you're going to grow as a person and as an artist. You don't go to college for art, that's okay. You could still be successful regardless. But make sure you learn that essential skill that everyone is talented. Everyone has a gift. And if you can learn to let your light shine next to someone else's light, you can make magic.
All right, well, so my next question would be then, going to college, especially a predominantly white college, how have you had to adjust coming from the inner cities of Cleveland to now being at this predominantly suburban area and this predominantly white college?
That's a great question. In the beginning, I kind of steamrolled through it. I didn't emotionally understand what was going on. I just tried to stay so hyper-focused on my goals that nothing could get me away from them. I had a lot of people try to tell me my place. A lot of people tell me you're working too hard. I don't know what that means. In college, this is the place to work hard. So I had to learn that not everyone who is friendly or nice to you cares about you. You gotta learn that people may not know how to love you, or they may not know how to support you or your vision. I learned here they were gonna accept the bare minimum because of the color of my skin. They didn't think I would be good at what I did, therefore they just accepted, oh, well, at least he's memorized. It's like, no, not only am I memorized, but I also did my beat work. Like, I also choreographed it a little bit. I did some extra just because of my passion. And I had to learn, not everyone will see your passion. Not everyone will support your passion. They don't even have to believe it's there. But guess what? You do. And that's all that matters, is knowing that you have a passion, that you went here to train it and grow it and learn from others.
what have you experienced in your past 4 years that have brought you to the man that you are today? What troubles have you been through? What have you experienced as a student, as a person, as a lover? Like, what are some things, as an artist especially, what are some things that you've experienced throughout these 4 years that kind of made you sit here and say, hey, I'm Brinden and I'm graduating in a month or so?
Well, when the BFA started, it started off rough. There was a lot of people who had a lot of power and they did not have a lot of responsibility to uphold safety. So I came in here learning that some people are gonna hurt you. They're not trying to, but life is funny like that. So I learned in these 4 years that being a man is being a protector, a provider, but at the same time being vulnerable. So I learned vulnerability. Like I in the 4 years, I took a lot of risks. I told people no. A lot of people told me no. I called people out. I held people accountable. I showed them love even when they couldn't show it back. I learned that I don't care about barriers and these rules that are supposedly supposed to define us. I was met with a lot of fear, and I had to learn how to face fear myself so that I can encourage others to face their fears. I had to learn that we all came from a different background, and we all have those things we're trying to overcome. And so I had to learn how to keep my head up so that I could show others, like, inspire others to keep theirs up. I mean, there was a lot of long nights, especially my junior year, where, like, we built a village of people who we came together and we just spread love, positivity. We inspired each other. If you gotta run lines, I'm gonna run lines with you. If you got an audition, then shoot, I'm about to make sure you get this. If you got something big and you got a call back for it, then let's drill it together and give you notes. And so we learned in 4 years that it's gonna be love that gets you through the door, but it's gonna be your strength that keeps you there. I've always heard the slogan, like, our job is to audition. Being an artist and actor, like, you're in the business of audition. I'm ready to move on to a place, a safer world, a world that is ready to hold people accountable. The world changed with us, so I think I'm ready to go see if the world is ready for young black artists to take the reins.
And where is that place? Where's that safe place that you just mentioned?
Well, safety is, it's a freelance term, so it could be anywhere. I think you can really see what I did there. I don't think you can ever really fully feel safe unless you feel safe. So I can't say where is safe. I don't like safe. So I would say that's why I want to go to New York, because New York has that grit and that risk factor to it where you can fall flat on your face one day and then succeed the next. It's all about how you overcame flipping the coin to find your, that spark. That's what I want. I want to be challenged. I want to be pushed. I've spread so much love here. I'm ready to go find another place to spread love as well. So, yeah.
And as an actor and as an artist, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 to 10 years, you will see me on your screen. This screen, the next screen, writing behind the screen, casting diverse and gender inclusive roles. You will see me pushing the boundaries of theater and making it as more inclusive as it could be. Making it more inclusive. And you will just see me fighting for the same thing we're fighting for right now. I'm fighting for Breonna Taylor and George Floyd every day. But I was fighting for them before. Nothing changed. So when you see us 5 years from now, and the people who I've grown with, we are all going to be the silent protesters just by being ourselves. So in 5 years, you will see me capturing the essence of black beauty, black joy, black entertainment, but also spreading community. Like, I was the president of the Black Arts Network while I was at BW, And that taught me community is everything. Everyone deserves a safe space to express themselves and push themselves to be more authentic. So I'm looking to build more safe havens and community spaces wherever I go.
I'm telling you it's possible.
So with that, what do you want people to know about you?
I want to be art full time. As an artist, I want to express myself and give others a platform to express themselves. This is only the beginning. This has only been 4 years of the rest of our lives. And so, for me, I want to take it to the next step. It's 2021. Let's keep going. We just started. So, I'm looking forward to new chapters and new heights. And if anyone out there wants to help or be a support, then it's all appreciated.
What does being an artist mean to you? What are the components of that? Because you say you're a rapper, now you're an actor too, and you're a director. So what is the broad definition, Brendan's broad definition of artist?
Life is art. So, be art. Live your life. You can naturally make art. I feel like I can't say anything else besides that. I've lived my life up to the fullest, to the point where it becomes art. Sometimes I'll say things that just were at the tip of my mind, but that was my truth. So to rephrase, life is art. Your truth is art. Once you find your truth, you are making art. So that's what I live by every day, is making sure I'm being honest with myself so that I can put that into my life, and in return it will become art. Because it's all a reflection of who you are. So keep that truth to yourself and it'll shine everywhere you go.
Damn, yeah.
That's good.
Good.
And I hold no anguish in my heart. I don't function that way. I love. You made us that way.
Yo, when I was a kid, my mama used to take me to those museums, and I'd always ask her, where are all the paintings by the black men we're at? They not here, she said. Maybe one day you're gonna change that. I remember thinking to myself, why would I want to do that? They don't want me here, and I don't want to be here.
Right.
So I'm gonna make my own goddamn museums. And I'm gonna make them white folk come and beg me to put their work in there. I mean, it's all just paintings, right? What difference does it make what color the artist's skin is?
Exactly.
You see, that's what I love about painting. It doesn't matter who you are or what you've been through. When it comes to making art, we're all equal. We all ain't got nothing but our emotions to work with. And my black emotions ain't no different than no white man's emotions. I'm not trying to be a great black painter. I'm trying to be a great painter, period.
Very convincing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Fuck those museums.